Hey everyone, Professor McKinney here in the middle of Antarctica. Just wanted to give a shout out, say hey. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Just wanted to give you a quick view of the scenery. So this is our base camp behind me. It's in Union Glacier, Antarctica. Yeah, and then we have Mount Rossman right here, our closest mountain. And then we have this whole mountain range behind us. It's called the Ellsworth Mountains. But yeah, hopefully you all have been productive these last couple weeks. And
hey everyone, I hope you've had a great week this week. And we are actually going to continue with talking about compensation. Now, we're not going to talk about financial compensation or, actually getting paid money, but instead we're going to talk about benefits that are offered as a part of the total rewards compensation that's offered to employees. So in this video, we do have a special guest with us again this week, and her name is Jessica. And Jessica works as the benefits manager for a company with over 5,000 employees that's actually based here out of Chattanooga. So with that, I will let Jessica go ahead and introduce herself.
So I'm Jessica Klutz. I work for Walden Security, and I am the benefits manager here at Walden Security. I love working in this side of HR. I love working in HR in general because I am a people person and I love people. I love benefits because I feel like I get to help people on a very regular basis. For the better. So anything that I can do to help, benefit wise, 401k wise, it's only to better the people I'm working with. So that is why I love what I do.
Thank you so much for introducing yourself and telling us, a little bit about yourself and why you like working in HR, specifically doing benefits. So with that, let's get to our first learning objective.
Why do organizations offer employee benefits?
So there's two things. Some were required by law to offer certain benefits, and then others it is so that people, can better themselves. 401ks really are offered so that one day people can retire. So there's multiple reasons for why companies do it. And I mean, there's recruiting tools. We're constantly trying to be better. You know, Walden is implementing new policies yearly. So we're always trying to be better. So we want to be a company that people want to work for so that they can better themselves and, hopefully one day retire from here.
What are mandatory benefits and why do organizations offer them?
Awesome. So, mandatory benefits generally, you are having to be compliant with like federal guidelines like the ACA. So, since Walden is a company of more than 50 employees, we do have to offer some sort of major medical to our employees. It really just kind of depends on the rules of what you have to offer. You do have to offer stuff like workers' compensation and unemployment. And then you also do have to have some sort of disability insurance, but it really kind of the other benefits, it just depends on like size and stuff. For the company I work for, we are required to offer a medical insurance and also a 401k because of the ERISA laws. So we do have to offer both of those to our employees. Again, it just depends on the size of the company, whether certain federal guidelines apply to you or not, but the size for the company I work for, we are required to offer those benefits.
What are customary benefits and why do organizations offer them?
So customary benefits include things like health insurance, retirement savings plans, or 401ks, and paid time off. So these are, very common benefits that you see in the workplace, and most organizations, they offer these because employees expect them as part of a competitive job offer. By providing these customary benefits, organizations, they're able to, meet the needs of the employees, but they're also able to improve on, job loyalty and job satisfaction, which in turn can help reduce turnover and attract, some of the top talent in the marketplace to come work for you.
What are optional benefits, and why do organizations offer them?
Yeah. So optional benefits are like tuition reimbursement. That is by far one of my favorites. So Walden offers two types. We offer tuition reimbursement to our employees. So being a full-time or a part-time employee, you get a dollar amount to use. Or we also have the Walden Family Scholarship that we can have our employees' children apply to, and they can get a scholarship. It's one of my favorite benefits. It is not required by law to offer, but we want to invest in our employees to help them grow, so that they can, get new certifications. The more they learn, the better for our company. We hope that they take that benefit and want to stay with us, and that's why we offer it because we want to, invest in our employees and we want to grow in our employees. So that is why we offer it, and that by far is my top favorite benefit that we offer. And you can find that at a lot of other companies as well, because the more you're investing into your people, the better for sure. And then I have to say, my second favorite benefit is something that is fairly new. It's called TextCare. It is not a required benefit, but it is kind of a coinciding benefit for like major medical. You can do like telehealth stuff, but this one you can actually text a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's by far been one of my favorite to implement and to offer our employees. Um, it's really cool. You have an ailment, you text a doctor, and if like you're like, my throat hurts, they'll be like, send me a picture of your throat. And they'll try and diagnose you via text message. So it's pretty awesome. That's my second favorite benefit that we offer.
What are some of the challenges of communicating benefits information to employees?
Hmm, that's a really great question. So we have two separate sides at Walden. We have a federal services side and a commercial side. And we have officers that work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So when I necessarily want to communicate, they might not be awake. So we have got to make sure that we're doing all sorts of aspects of communicating. We obviously send emails. We still do snail mail. So we send out postcards. I send out posters to put in break rooms. Here at Walden, you have to clock in or clock out with your phone. And so we do like a voiceover. So you have to listen to one of us people from benefits before you can clock in or out. I'm sure they have totally figured out a way to skip us, but um, you have to listen to that. And then like I said, we do emails, and then also text messages has become a new one as well. So learning to text the employees when open enrollment's coming or there's any changes to benefits. So learning how to do that has all been a little bit newer, just because, like I said, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I want them to wake up and see a text message from me. So yeah, yeah, we try and hit all aspects. The only thing we don't do is we don't call every single employee to tell them, but we try and touch on a specific way. And then we also have an internal like website that people can go to find any of the information for that. And then the last thing that we do to try and like communicate benefits or questions is we do host webinars for our employees as well, so that they can log in and ask questions to a live person. That one by far I think is the hardest one, because trying to time it when people coming and going off of shifts can catch the webinar. But I think it is the best way to do it because they can ask questions live and get an answer right away.
What influences an organization's benefit choices?
So an organization's choice of benefits, it's often shaped by multiple different factors. So a big one is the budget that an organization has. For example, larger companies, they have more resources, so they can offer more extensive benefits or cover more premium costs. Whereas smaller companies, they may need to focus on more of the essentials due to their profit that they have in their budgets. Another thing is when you're looking specifically at the workforce demographics of your staff. For example, if an organization has a lot of younger employees or employees that are right out of college or even still in college, they may offer like a student loan assistance program or like a tuition reimbursement or scholarship programs to really kind of, incentivize those people to stay with their organizations longer while they're early in their career. On the other side, if a workforce is primarily older employees, you may prioritize retirement benefits. Those are different things with looking at your workforce. You also have to take into account different legal requirements, such as like healthcare mandates, because there's different types of healthcare requirements that you have to follow as an organization depending on how many employees you have and the size of your organization. So ultimately, the companies, they really design their benefits to align with like the employee needs and what the organizational goals are. And, whether that's to boost retention, to attract top talent, enhance productivity, or even just to like strengthen their reputation locally or in the job market. So those are all the different things that really influence benefit choices that companies make. So once again, I really hope that you have enjoyed this week's video as we look more at benefits, specifically when we're talking about total rewards or overall compensation at organizations. So make sure to still read the chapter in your book because there's plenty of great things that, the chapter went in more detail about than we did in this video. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. So with that being said, I will see you at our next video.